it was huge. It was
It was
huge gear.
so heavy. I couldn't put it in it, so I just made a pile and then came back and got it later. But that one was big gear. I don't know. I just simply, I like finding the gears. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. I'd much rather find, the pocket watch back like you had found, or the front, or the gears themselves. A lot they don't have the writing on it. If you could find the frame, you might get a patent number or a little bit of
Yeah,
information from it. Um, so I mean that makes it, I think, more exciting is if you
I
find
agree. I agree.
that type of stuff.
Anything with
But yeah,
writing for sure that you can trace. Yeah,
yes,
I totally agree. I liked my little Ford emblem I found.
I did as well. Yep. I'm
That's
not
cool.
sure what it would have been off of, maybe a hubcap or the back
Yeah,
trunk or the front grill. I was
somebody
like, meh.
commented. Somebody commented and they said it was off of something of a tractor, Ford tractor.
Hmm.
But I've got probably more Ford emblems than any one other vehicle. I've got, for metal detecting, I've got Plymouth, I've got Chevy, and I've got Ford. I don't, yeah, I think I've got a few Dodge. I even like finding the hubcaps, even the bigger hubcaps. So I've got quite a few of the bigger hubcaps that I've dug of different kinds, but I always like digging the old Model T though, hubcaps. Oh, it's funny. Today I dug up, when we were filming, this is one thing, because I don't know if they're going to keep it, and it's not that big of a deal, so I think it's okay to say it.
Hmm.
So I dug up the Model T valve stem cover, but it was flattened. And, and the host of the show, she's off a famous, popular TV show, and she's the host for the show. And it was the first time I worked with her, and she was just like looking at me like, "Oh my gosh, I'm just amazed you know this." And Brandon and I are sitting there talking about how, yeah, we've dug, it's funny because first time you dig some of that stuff, you're like, what the heck is this? But then after you've dug a ton of them and you've researched it and you know what it is, people are like, how did you know that?
Yes. Yep. And it's funny how,
But
like, in a group too, well, there can be a group of us all digging and like all of us know it, or there could be a group of us digging and one of us knows what it
right,
is and the others
right.
don't. And then yeah, it's awesome to learn that way.
It's
Um,
a perfect way to learn. I
it
remember
is.
back when I very first started 25 years ago, I can't tell you how many harmonica reeds I probably dug, and I felt like I knew what it was from, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. It's weird. But then finally I figured it out, and I was just like, why didn't I realize that? I couldn't tell you how many harmonica reeds I dug. And but it's fun to figure it out on your own, though, even more so to me when I look at an item and I can just kind of think about it and figure it out on my own before I Google anything or see another digger dig one or something like that. To me, I feel more accomplished because I'm like, oh, I figured that out on my own. Mhm.
It's a fun way to go. What could this be? All right, here's my three guesses. Okay, now what is it really?
What is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
And
just
even
makes you feel like, oh, wow, I really thought about that and I really figured it out by, kind of process of elimination sometime or
mhm.
just, but sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
to figure out what some items are.
It is. I mean, you've got Google Image, but even that, like I said earlier, with the thing I found
Yeah,
this
I get your
weekend,
star.
a miniature axe, I'm like, yeah, I guess it kind of looks like that, but that's not what that is. And um, yeah, I mean, sometimes it can work, and sometimes not so
Right.
much.
Right.
And then you've got like ID Me on Facebook. You've got friends, or people out there. Like I don't mind. I know I get messages on all of the platforms going, "Hey, do you know what this might be?" And sometimes I know, and sometimes I don't know. And I mean, I'll
Yeah.
definitely look and add an extra, add an extra pair of eyes, trying to figure out what it might be. And I like
I've been a
doing that.
little. Yeah, I do too. I've been a little disappointed at times when I've posted stuff on ID Me, and no one's been able to identify it, and you get a million guesses, and you know that it's not it because they're not even looking at it. And you just try to take the best possible photos, of course, too, which makes it even harder to guess sometimes. But um, or you even, for me, like when I say what something is in a video, and then you got a million people telling you down in the, oh, you dug a so and so with this. I'm like, yeah. Did you hear me say it?
Yeah.
It's funny, but I'm all itchy. That's
It
not good.
Itchy's not good. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you didn't have time to shower, so she basically went from one place to another and instantly on this call for our show. Um, so yeah, that's probably not good. Should have said
Yeah, I'm starting to itch.
itching's
I'm
not
gonna.
good. Um, yeah, I mean, it's been I know I think Buckaboy is actually in chat right now. But the July Heat, I know that's the title of the show. And so one of the things that I find that I use the most when it is super hot is those towels. Like I can't think of what they're
Oh
called.
yeah,
They are the best. And I actually keep them in my fridge now. So I can just grab them on my way out, grab a little, the bag of it, and they're already
yeah.
wet and cold, and then I can add water as I go and snap it, and it gets cold again. Freaking
The
those
way
and
I used to do it is I would freeze them,
oh yeah, that
and
works too.
I'd wet them, freeze them, and then grab them in the morning. By the time you're ready to use them, I didn't use them Saturday. I should have. I know that Penny Hoarder got a little overheated, and
Mm.
it was starting to get that July heat was starting to. It was not as hot as it has been, so the morning started off cooler, but um, it's actually been a lot cooler here in Texas where I am. So I'm getting, I guess, maybe through a little your weather our way. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I
I
know
mean,
that the dog days of summer are coming. I know they are. So,
well, it's 78 here right now, and for us, normally it would be like 95 still. So that's
yeah.
that's at this time.
That's true. That's true. 'Cause yeah, it's gonna get into like it got cold last night. I actually had a blanket on. I was like, "Oh, I'm chilly."
What?
Yep. Yep. I think it's
Wow.
gonna be like 60, and then by the end of the week in the evening it's gonna be like 57, 55.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. The
Wow.
dog days of summer are coming, I'm telling you.
So
They
you think
have to.
it's going to get hotter where you are?
I'm kind of hoping if it keeps continuing and getting colder, it means we're going to be in the 40s by like the end of
Yeah, early,
August.
early, early.
So no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm I'm
That's
I'm done. I'm done with winter. It's not time. It's not time. But I do
funny.
have to say, it was nice to actually we had a break here in the heat. Um,
Yeah.
Bucka Boy said, "Be careful of those cooling towels. He used to wear them, but they stop the brain from sending warning signs to the body when severely overheated because they cool the blood going to the brain."
That's true
Interesting.
too.
Interesting. Yeah, I
Because
didn't think
stay
about that.
hydrated. I know that's part of it.
Yeah, yeah. And ORH is the hat to soak with water. Um, I have one of the cooling hats too that goes down. It's like the wide brim all the way around, and that helps keep the sun off the neck. And also the thing too is if you're in the river, it keeps you cool, but it's technically hot out. You're you're working out, you're detecting or scooping or whatever it is you might be doing. And I found that I wasn't drinking enough water. So I knew I got out of the river this past week and I was like, ooh, there's a little woozy here.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. Did that a couple times today when we were filming because you get so wrapped up and you're not taking the breaks that you should, and
Mm.
I hadn't even finished the first water that I brought. It's
Oh
like,
no.
uh-oh. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not
I
good.
drank.
And then it can ruin the rest of your week. It can really hurt you. You know that. So,
Oh, yeah. Believe me,
hmm.
I definitely know that. But yeah, so tonight I'm gonna get, I've got my water here and I only had like a little, so.
And again, I know I'm weird. I stand by mustard. To the like I shoot mustard at night and it helps with any of the leg cramps from like the not having enough salt or whatever. And I know a lot of people do what, the pickle juice. I can't like it.
I never tried that.
The drinking pickle juice.
I used to love to drink it as a kid,
Hmm.
but
Yeah. I know it's like, all right, 8:45. uh, Babe, I know we've both been going, going, going.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you're getting up early tomorrow, hoping to get back on the schedule with the guests come next Monday. So that's exciting. And I know we've got some time, and I know I have quite a few of your books that are autographed. So
Oh, I forgot. Hmm.
what do you think? Should we do a giveaway? Nope. As I
Sure.
drop my water bottle.
Let me see if I can pull it. I don't have my computer, but I could probably pull it up on my phone. Let me see.
Therandom.org.
Random. Yeah. Let's
Yes,
see here. I got it.
please. Okay, let me. If you would like a chance of winning, Gypsy's Just Digging It, a beginner's guide to metal detecting that's been autographed by her. If you want to drop your name in chat, I will start a list because I really wasn't totally paying attention to chat. And I can get that in the mail. And who knows, you know me, I tend to throw other stuff in as well. Other stuff. I've got boxes for a couple hunts coming up that I'm not going to be able to attend. That I'm like, oh, I'll start sending some stuff. Get get boxes together. And we are live. So it is Monday, July 22nd at 9:15 p.m.
Quarter to 8 here, but
Yes, yes, Eastern Standard Time. Oh, because I don't know who in chat. Somebody did say um, they were, Diggin' Buddy. He was like, "Is this live?" And it's true. I know a lot of people on Spreaker, you can't,
yeah,
are going. And
yeah.
again, we're still discussing our options on that. We have until the end of the year, and until the end of the year, we're just gonna, we're gonna keep it going.
Right. Yeah. How about